Acid-fast staining. What is this technique? Isn't it new? Have you heard of this before? So, acid-fast staining, what is this? There are a lot of staining techniques like gram staining, simple staining, flagella staining, cytoplasmic inclusion staining, nuclei staining. But this is a staining technique called acid-fast staining. So to start with, we can learn an introduction about acid-fast staining. Acid-fast staining is also a differential staining technique. This method, you are going to differentiate a specific member of a genus called Mycobacterium, which are resistant and can be visualized only by this type of staining, that is acid-fast staining. This Mycobacterium cannot be visualized by ordinary staining techniques like gram staining or simple staining. So the aim of this technique is to differentiate between an acid fast group and a non-acid fast group. The invention. So the technique was invented by Paul Ehrlich, and there are some modifications made by two persons called Zeil and Nielsen. So this method is named as Zeil-Nielsen staining technique. So these Zeil and Nielsen both are German doctors. Zeil is a bacteriologist and Nielsen is a pathologist. These are the two persons, Nielsen and Zeil. So we'll learn what is an acid-fast bacteria. Acid-fast bacteria is also called as acid-fast bacilli, or simply you can call it as AFB, which is a group of bacteria which is having a characteristic called acid fastness. So acid fastness is a physical property that gives an bacteria an ability to resist decolorization by acid during staining procedure. You cannot decolorize because the bacteria is having a unique acid called mycolic acids in its cell wall. So you cannot decolorize these kind of bacteria very easily. So this is also this acid fastness is a unique feature. It's a unique feature which gives you an opportunity to classify and detect this particular type of bacteria. So this is the comparison between a gram-positive, gram-negative and acid-fast bacteria. So a gram-positive bacteria is having peptoglycan. Gram-negative bacteria is also having a peptoglycan which is very thin, and it is also having an outer membrane. Then in addition, acid-fast bacteria is having an acid called mycolic acids in its structure, which gives the acid fastness property to this group of bacteria. So the principle behind this is the acid fast mycobacteria is having a mycolic acid in its outer membrane. So since mycolic acid is present, the cells becomes waxy and resistant to staining or resistant to normal aqueous based stains. You cannot stain. Normally you cannot use an aqueous based stain to stain the AFB. Okay, so here you are using a primary stain called carbofuction. Then you have to heat the cells to make them absorb the primary stain. Then the excess stains can be decolorized or can be removed by using acid alcohol treatment. Then you have to use a secondary stain, that is methylene blue. Zeil-Nielsen stain reagent. So we are using the primary stain, decolorization solution, and you are also using counter stain. The primary stain, what we use here is carbofuction, that is just 0.3% of carbofuction. So we are dissolving 50 gram of phenol and 100 ml of ethanol or in methanol, and you are dissolving 3 grams of basic fuction to this mixture, and you are adding distilled water to make up the volume to 1 liter. Then you have to prepare decolorization solution, that is you are adding 30 ml of hydrochloric acid to 1 liter of 95% of denatured alcohol. So this makes the decolorization solution. There is an alternate solution for this. You can also add 250 ml of sulfuric acid to 750 ml of distilled water. Then you can mix it and you can use it. The next one is the counter stain, that is 0.3% of methylene blue. Then you have to prepare the counter stain with 0.3% of methylene blue. Just you can dissolve 3 grams of methylene blue in 1 liters of distilled water to prepare the counter stain. Then the procedure, first you have to prepare the smear using the culture or from the sample given, and you have to prepare the smear. Then you have to heat fix the smear. After heat fixing, you have to add the first primary stain, that is carbofuction. Then after adding carbofuction, you have to apply heat. You have to heat the smear, but you should not char the smear, just this fumes should come out of the slide. Okay, so so you have to heat it gently. Then you have to apply decolorization acid alcohol decolorization solution you have to add. Then you can apply the secondary stain or the counter stain, that is methylene blue, and the result will be the acid fast bacilli will appear bright red to intense purple in color, and the shape will be straight or slightly curved rods, and usually they occur singly or in some small groups. Okay, and they may appear beaded also. Then the non-acid fast bacilli will appear just blue in color. In addition, the background material should stain blue. Okay, and this is a microscopic view of the sputum sample which was stained using acid fast staining method, and we can see the bright red acid fast bacilli present in the sputum sample. Okay, and the remaining cells are the non acid fast cells, but we can confirm that this sputum is having mycobacterium cells because we can observe bright red cells color also here. So this acid fast staining method can also be a powerful diagnostic tool to identify or to diagnose tuberculosis. Hope you understand this acid fast staining. So to have a quick recap regarding this procedure of acid fast staining, we are using three reagents or three stains we are using, or we are using three reagents. What are the three reagents? The first one is carbofuction, second one is acid alcohol decolorization solution, then we are adding methylene blue. Okay, so and don't forget to heat the slide after applying the primary stain, that is carbofuction, so that the carbofuction will penetrate the acid fast bacillus cells more viably. Okay, so hope you understand this staining technique. Thank you for watching.